2020 was the year we all looked forward to. It's the start of a new decade. It's the year of perfect vision. Or so we thought. And then, the pandemic happened. Now, 2020 has become the year that ushered in the new normal. But in spite of that, here in Creative Voices, we believe it's still the perfect year for your voice to be heard. This is Creative Voices 2020. Bigger, bolder, better. And yet still and always the home of the best Filipino voiceover artists. We provide a pool of hundreds of voice profiles. Male or female, young or mature, calm or energetic. In English, Tagalog, and other Philippine dialects.
Tuloy ang kwento. Padayon ang istorya.
Ituloy ti istorya.
Telestoria continua.
Isundo may istorya.
Padagos lang ang satuyang istorya.
Padayon ang imo nga sugilanon.
Tuloy ang kwento.
An online platform for selecting, booking, and obtaining the perfect voiceover for your commercial, movie, corporate video, e-learning, telephone system, etc. You name it, we voice it. State-of-the-art recording studio, equipment, and software for a guaranteed crisp and clear audio quality. Online workshops on voice acting, home studio setup, and audio editing. We have produced over 2,000 graduates from VoiceWorks, our popular voice acting workshop since 2005. And the pandemic is no reason to stop. Vision 2025 to be the leading national network of young Filipino voice artists and creative voices. Mission to provide developmental opportunities and platform that empower young Filipino voice artists in every corner of the Philippines to use their voices to promote positive social change. Adapt, adopt, adept. We create a culture of giving, sharing, loving, and caring. And disrupt the culture of selfishness, greediness, and ungratefulness. We give every unheard and aspiring Filipino voice artist an opportunity to rise above the noise and be heard. Be part of the new normal created by Creative Voices 2020. Join Certified Voice Artist Program. Creative Voices 2020 Vision 2025. Creative Voices Productions. www.youtube.com/thevoicemaster. #VoiceFromHome. Dahil basta boses, creative voices.
Welcome to EntrePinoy World, your voices overseas. And now, here are your hosts from around the globe.
Assalamualaikum Bahrain, magandang gabi Pilipinas, at magandang araw saan mang lugar kayo naroon mga kabayan. Welcome po to EntrePinoy World, kasama ang aking mga kaboses mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Starting off with ang pinakagwapo at maginoo sa grupo, still joining us all the way from the Bahamas, Sir Basil Pitil.
Yes, thank you, Nailene. Thank you. Great day sa ating Makatang Ina. Mabuhay po sa ating mga kabayan saan man sulok ng mundo. Welcome to EntrePinoy World. Good morning po from the Bahamas. Kamusta po mga kabayan all around the globe? At siyempre, kasama pa rin natin from Indonesia, ang ating beauty and brains na ating kaboses din, si Barda Rodriguez.
Yes, thank you, Sir Basil. And yes, hosting from Indonesia, Barda Rodriguez. Bumabati ng magandang gabi mga kabayan. Naway naging maganda at laging ligtas ang araw nyo, lalo na't nagsisimula ang buwan ng Hulyo. Sana po ay mas maganda ang mga pangyayari at oportunidad at sitwasyon ng inyong mararanasan. Di ba, Nailene?
Opo, at syempre, magpumustahan muna tayo. Siguro napapansin nyo, parang may countdown tayo, no? 5, 4, 3. Okay. Sabi po, tatlo ang nakikita ninyo sa ngayon. Syempre po, nami-miss po namin si Miss Wena. Kumusta ka, Miss Wena? And of course, si Jaja, no? Kumusta, Ja? Okay. Alam ko nanonood sila ngayon, no? Kumusta po, Sir Basil? Kumusta, Barda?
Okay lang po. Okay lang
Yes,
po,
okay naman. Yes, okay naman dito sa Indonesia, Miss Nailene, kasi nagkaroon ulit kami ng bagong lockdown kasi tumaas yung cases. Parang from 5,000 naging 30,000 na siya ngayon. Because of the Delta variant, which is more dangerous, more contagious. So, ingat-ingat po sa lahat ng mga viewers.
Sa inyo, Sir Basil, kumusta naman po?
Ganun pa rin po. Magulo ang panahon, magulo ang mga tao. pero kayang-kaya naman. Palagi naman nagsosurvive, nakakalampas. Sa inyo, Nailene?
Ay, parehas lang din halos ng sinabi ni Miss Barda, lockdown. Hinintay namin yung announcement, halimbawa na, ayan, pwede na uling lumabas. May mga pagkakataon na pwede na, pero syempre, andun pa rin yung pag-ihipit. Bilang pag-iingat na rin, lalo pa wala tayo sa sariling bansa natin. Kaya, ingat-ingat din lang, no? Hindi lang doble, kundi tripling ingat. Kasi kahit minsan nag-iingat ka na, andyan at nandyan pa rin. Pero syempre, dahil tayo ay mga Pinoy, alam natin na ang dami nating mga kaparaanan na pwedeng gawin. Pero syempre, andun pa rin. Magpapasalamat pa rin tayo bilang paghahagi ng pagsisimula. Kasi mas maganda raw yung madalas na nagpapasalamat. Kaya maraming salamat sa ating EntrePinoy team, sa BJ Radio, sa Creative Voices Production, at syempre kay Voice Master Sir Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. Okay? At lagi po tayong maging handa. At syempre, eto na. Ito yung mga paboritong linya na madalas ninyong marinig ngayon na lagi tayong maging handa at masorpresa dahil hindi po nawawala ang linyang ito na kung ika nga ay prepare to be amazed, no? Ang bati natin muli sa ating mga viewers dahil sa loob po ng 2 oras ay may mga kwentong puno po ng inspirasyon ang inyong matutunghayan muli mula po sa ating mga kabayan entrepreneurs na ating pong makikilala. Diba, Sir Basil?
Yes, Nailene. At hindi lang isa, kundi maraming business ventures. And at the same time, mga opportunities na ating makikita today. Looking forward to learning from our kababayan entrepreneurs na itatampok natin sa gabing ito. Barda.
Yes, Sir Basil. Talagang dapat nating abangan ang episode natin tonight dahil for sure marami tayong matutunghayan sa pagnenegosyo ng ating mga kabayan entrepreneurs na magbabahagi sa atin ng kwento ng kanilang business. Diba, Nailene?
Yes, Barda. At syempre, kaabang-abang talaga yung mga kwento ng ating mga bisita. Nakakahanga talaga yung kanilang sipag, tiyaga, at puno talaga ng inspirasyon. Kahit ako habang tinitingnan ko, sabi ko, grabe no, hindi lang magiging masipag, kundi talagang napakasipag. Malalaman niyo po yan mamaya. Di ba, Barda?
Yes, Nailene. At itatampok namin ni Miss Wena mamaya sa segment ng Kabayan in Focus Part 2. si Miss Relly Capili-Ente from UK. Isa siyang registered nurse and at the same time, online selling entrepreneur who sells branded bags, watches, and apparel online. Sir Basil?
Wow. At kami naman ni Nailin, ibabahagi naman namin ang pinakahuling kaganapan this week, hinggil naman sa bansang Saudi Arabia at iba pa. Iyan po ang inyong abangan sa ating segment na mga dapat ninyong malaman sa paninirahan abroad segment. Nailin, Barda.
Yan, Sir Basil, dahil inaabangan lagi ang ating mga global artists, mga talented global artists. This time, ang magpapasample ng kanyang magandang tinig para sa Global Entablado ay si Papa Leb mula sa Batch 6. Kabatch ko po siya. Abangan po natin sa ating Global Entablado.
Siyempre, kung meron tayo global entablado, hindi na rin mawawala ang pagbabasa natin mamaya ng mga comments mula po sa inyo, aming pong mga viewers, dahil sa programang ito na lagi namin sinasabi, lahat po ay kasali. At siyempre po, importante po ang inyong mga opinion, lalo na po ang inyong mga suggestion. At dahil doon, hindi po mawawala ang mga Gcash giveaways natin. Bilang pasasalamat na rin po sa inyong patuloy na pagtangkilik na kahit na may oras na may pamamahinga, mga di naasahang halimbawang sitwasyon, ay nandyan pa rin po kayo para tuluyang subaybayan yung ating programa. At syempre, para po sa mechanics on how to join, Sir Basil.
Yes, Nailin. Ang dami na nag-share, mention ko lang. Same pa rin po yung mechanics how to join our raffle draw. Go to Entrep Radio page, like and share this live stream, then comment #ShareDone and the country where you're in. Barda.
Yes, ulitin po natin. Go to Entrep Radio online page, like and share this live stream, pagkatapos comment #ShareDone and kung saan bansa kayo naroroon. Nailin?
Okay, huwag po natin patagalin pa, kaya simula na po natin ihatid ang saya. Isang pambungad awitin mula po kagad sa ating featured global artist tonight. Wala pong iba, kundi ang nag-iisa at ang tanataranging Papa Lem.
Yeah.
Nakamute pala. I'll hold the door, please come in and just sit here for a while. This is my way of telling you I need you in my life. It's so cold without your touch, I've been dreaming way too much. Can we just turn this into reality? 'Cause I've been thinking about you lately. Maybe you could save me from this crazy world we live in. And I know we could happen, 'cause you know that I've been feeling you. Storms, they will come, but I know that the sun will shine again. He's my friend, and he says that we belong together. And I sing a song to break the ice. Just a smile from you would suffice. It's not me being nice, but it's real tonight. 'Cause I've been thinking about you lately. Maybe you could save me from this crazy world we live in. I know we could happen, 'cause you know that I've been feeling you. I know you want me. There's no other love that I'd rather have. No, there ain't no one else. I want you for myself. Maybe you can say crazy world we live in, and I know that I've been feeling you. I know you want me, I've been thinking about you lately. Maybe you could save me from this crazy world we live in. I know we could happen, 'cause you know that I've been feeling you. I know you want me to. I know you want me to. Oh, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Ayun.
Wala akong masabi.
Anyari?
Galing.
O, di ba?
Upbeat
Oo.
talaga.
Yan ang patunay ng paano maging live, di ba?
Yeah.
Narinig pala ako.
Sana lahat may ganung talent, no? O, di ba? Maraming salamat, Paplem. May magdadagdag ka pa ba ng kanta sa ngayon? O,
Later. Hindi,
Okay.
naka-freeze yung screen ko ngayon. Am I live? Okay. Narinig.
Yes po.
nakita,
Naririnig ka namin, Papa Lem.
Ayan, exit muna ako saglit.
Okay, maraming salamat, Paplem. Kung mapapansin ninyo, ganun po kami ka-supportive sa isa't isa, lalo na sa mga kapwa ka-bosses. Kapag medyo nawala kami sa ere dahil live ang show, makikita nyo kung talagang hindi po nag-aaksaya ng panahon, di ba? Meron kaming ipapla, ipinapakilala, pinapromote, tulad po na nakita natin kanina, yung Voice of All Seasons. Maraming salamat. Yes, Sir Basil.
Yes, tama po. Sasabihin ko na sana, yung paborito kong linya, we're back. Hosting pa rin po from the Bahamas. Kasama si Nailin Toros and si Barda from Indonesia. Once again, you're watching the 11th episode po of EntrePinoy World. 11 na, Nailin. 11.
Yes.
11.
Kaya po, sumali na po kayo sa ating programa sa pamamagitan po ng pagbibigay ng inyong mga komento. Tulad na nabanggit kanina ni Sir Basil, medyo marami na pong nag-comment at nag-share. Pwede rin po kayo magtanong, hingil mamaya sa ating talayan. Lalo na po doon, no? Makabuluhan at kaabang-abang po yung mga paksa at malalaman nyo na bakit kaya kaabang-abang. Sigurado ako pagka naririnig nyo na yung mga tanong-sagutan, ay masasabi nyo, ay eto na nga yun. At para po sa mga katanungan at komento na babasahin po namin at syempre sasagutin din po ng ating panauhin. No? Ngayon, Miss Bard, maiiba na yung favorite lang natin. Diba dati parang I'll pass the mic to you. Dahil lahat ay nagpapasahan na ng mic to introduce our guest for today. Pero syempre, mauna ka, Miss Barda.
Yes, thank you, Nailin. And yes, kilalanin na natin si Kabayan. Isang inspiring na kwento ang ating matutunghayan sa ating kabayan entrepreneur na si Miss Rosalyn Tan Yabes. O si Miss Rosie. So, Miss Rosie has been an OFW in Singapore for 10 years. She's presently an Operations Process Improvement Analyst at Development Bank of Singapore, or DBS.
And currently completing her MBA, Executive, at SP Jain School of Global Management in Singapore. She's a mom of 2 kids, a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old. She invested early at the age of 25 in properties, stocks, forex, and other businesses.
Wow. And now she's venturing on putting up own businesses in preparation to be reunited with her family. At 37 years old, she now has 10 properties which include condominiums, house and lots, memorial lots, and commercial property. Her businesses include also Wish a Wash, a self-service laundromat where she is the Chief Financial Officer and Incorporator. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na medyo kakaiba yung pagbigkas. Baka magkamali ako. Home savers. A home decor and interior design company where she is the incorporator po, no? At saka yung Awisam Gipsel. Tama na lang ninyo. Baka mamaya sabihin, anong sabi mo? Parang gano'n. Nasa Bulacan, no? A Korean barbecue restaurant where she is a co-owner. So mamaya kapag binabanggit niya na yon, ayun, may learning tayo on how to pronounce properly. Kasi 'di ba minsan, yun yung nagiging problema, language barrier na kung paano natin bibigkasin pagdating sa ibang country, sa ibang lengguwahe, iba na pala yung
Hindi, tsaka yung
pagbigkas.
business question na yun, di ba? Yung iniiba nila para maging unique. Para maging unique.
Yes.
Iniiba yung
Oo nga,
spelling.
kaya minsan hindi ko alam kung sino tama at kung sinong ang mahalaga, alam mo yun, di ba? Okay. Yes,
Yes,
Barda?
yes, Nailin. And hindi lang dyan nagtatapos ang ating introduction. Her future ventures include property management or real estate. And apart from being a finance industry professional, an executive MBA student, and an entrepreneur, her passion is dancing. She's joined Pinoy SG cheering competitions, DBS cheer dance competitions, and 2018 DBS Got Talent champions. Okay.
Gawin na natin ito na sabay-sabay.
Yes.
All right.
Two, three.
Please
welcome.
welcome, joining us from
Joining us from
Singapore,
Rosalie
Chan
Yaves
Yado.
as Rosie. Ayan.
Rosie.
Hello po.
Di ba?
Magandang
Ganun kami
gabi po sa inyong
ka-excited.
lahat.
Good evening, Miss Rosie.
Evening po.
How are you today?
Doing good po. Thank you for having me and giving me this opportunity to share my humble story.
Ayan. Sige, Sir Basil.
Yes, before we start pala the interview, once again, we would like to invite everyone to please join our raffle draw. We are giving away two 500 peso GCash tonight. This is through the generosity of our very own Miss Barda. Nailin, paano po ba makasali?
Okay, how to join bagong-bago. Like EntrePinoy Online, share this live stream, comment #ShareDan. Stay and watch. We'll be announcing the winners during the show. Kaya wag po kayong mawawala kasi pag nawala kayo, marami pong mawawala sa inyo. Kaya stay lang dyan para marinig niyo rin po habang tinatawag kayo kapag kayo ang nanalo. Ayan, sige. Simulan na natin ang excitement natin sa pagkilala sa ating special guest na si Miss Rosie. Miss Barda?
Yes, Miss Rosie. You started working, based on the introduction, you started working in the finance industry abroad more than 10 years ago. So prior to working abroad, can you please share with us what your background is and your work in the Philippines? And ito, ang matinding tanong, what made you decide to work abroad?
Okay po. So again, thank you for having me here. Prior to working abroad, I was actually a training specialist sa first job. It's a call center industry. So nag-start as an agent after graduating college, and then after that, 6 months later, I became a training specialist in one of the local accounts. It's a telecom company in the Philippines. Then after that, I moved to another company for an international account. It's an ISP provider based in UK. And then I stayed there also for about 2 years. So I started as an agent again. Then after that, I work as I applied as a subject matter expert for after 3 months, and ayun, nakuha ko siya. I'm the youngest in terms of batch na nag-join sa company na na-accept as a subject matter expert. Then, after almost 2 years, I decided to work abroad to try the opportunity here overseas. Halos karamihan naman sa atin, di ba? We wanted to explore and try to makakuha ng opportunity sa overseas. Pero ang main driver ko actually was during that time, I've invested in my first property, and then naguhulog na ako ng equity noon. Tapos nagsabay kasi yung paghulog ko ng equity plus yung hulog sa pag-ibig. So sabay sila, medyo bumibigat. And then my siblings were still studying in high school and college. Tapos, we also just invested into a canteen business with my mom. So, bago lang din siya. So, kumbaga, masyadong maraming mga kailangan. Technically, I can still sustain it with my current job noon. Pero, nagkaroon kasi ng opportunity na for sale yung nirentahan namin for the 2014. And it has been my desire to give my mom what she wanted, which is having her own business. Kaya parang I aspire to buy that property, which is around 4 million during that time. So ayun, I actually talked to the owner, and may initial ano na sa akin kasi yung owner eh. Would you believe that we actually secured that property na may canteen kami ngayon without any down payment? I only have a check. And then I went to the owner and asked the owner, negotiate with the owner if I could rent his property for my mom para sa canteen business, without really giving actual money kasi during that time wala pa kaming cash. And what I only have is lakas ng loob and telling the owner na I really wanted to rent your property but I don't have cash now because I'm paying this and this, but I have this check that I assure you will be funded by this period. And at the same time, we will be starting renovating the property. So it's more of nakuha lang siya ng pakiusap and some negotiation skills. So in short, I've got the property. Tapos I went back to him when I heard that he's selling it, and I told him that would you be kind to wait for me? I'm going abroad and I want to buy this property. So yun yung isang main driver because I want to give it to my mom. Yan. Pero there are stories after that. But yeah, it's the main driver. Then at the same time, I also want to prepare for the future because by then I was around 27. So I was hoping that at the age of 28, I would, start preparing to tie the knot and all that. Pero yan.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Napaka-planner
Those are the reasons,
naman
why I decided to
ni
go.
Miss Rosie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nailin,
Thank you.
pardon, Nailin, I'll ask the second question naman. Ms. Rosie, you are currently an operations process improvement analyst at DBS, yung Development Bank of Singapore. Please tell us, ano ba ang operations process improvement analyst? And please share your journey on how you got your current position.
Apo. Well, actually, as a operations process improvement analyst, we are actually responsible for analyzing the operations data para in identifying the efficiency and process improvement. So regularly, we would evaluate the operational efficiency or effectiveness, and then we will find opportunities to improve the efficiency and productivity. And then if we see some redundancy, we will try to eliminate those redundancy. So you can also say that it's more towards data analytics, which is one of the key skills that I would like to acquire during this period. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry
Ako
with
naman.
that.
Parang ang simple.
Parang simple na, parang tinignan mo
explanation ni Ms. Rosie, no?
Tapos ganun na pala yung yung explanation. Ako naman, Miss Rosie, you've been an OFW for over a decade, no? So halos 10 taon na. What challenges did you encounter working abroad, and
Opo.
how did you overcome them?
Madami po at marami makaka-relate. So the first challenge, and I think everyone would relate, is actually number one, I got my parang first big heartbreak case or yung kasi the story behind is that, as I've mentioned earlier, one of the reason why I went abroad is to prepare for future, diba? So para makapag-ipon, I had a stable 3-year relationship during that time, and I thought it would lead to something kasi kami nagpaplano about going abroad. Mauuna lang ako and then susunod siya. But then after a few months of just being away, alam niyo na LDR, diba? So ayun, nangyari is that nawala. So dahil doon, it was very painful kasi syempre nandito ako, mag-isa lang ako, diba? Then if I may share, I came here or I went overseas. This is my first time traveling. Wala akong kakilala dito technically or family members na mag-guide sa akin. So parang alam mo yun, ikaw lang against the world. And then parang mag-isa ka lang. So I always go out. I have some friends who I always tap asked to go around para hindi ako magstay sa bahay. Kasi nga, when I stay at home, yun, parang I can feel again the pain and everything. So I guess everyone have experienced that kind of pain. You will not be stronger without that, diba? So then, after that, yun, that is also when I met my now husband. Yan. So, sabi nga, pag may nawala, may better na dadating, diba? Yun. And first child that I had, kasi malayo sa family, I'm in pain. And luckily, God blessed me with friends. And my now husband was there as well. So they comforted me and helped me to overcome this difficulty. The second challenge na experience nito sa babayo dito after few months, 'di ba? Which is maliit pa yung mga baby natin. So, may mga nakikita akong OFW moms na ang sakit kasi yung baby nila hindi sila nakilala. Yung relationship nila nung infant yung baby, wala doon kasi nga ang nakilalang mom or parent is yung kasama nilang nag-aalaga, either tita, lola, or mga yaya, ganyan. Tapos, ikaw, parang magpapakilala ka pa lang dun sa anak mo by the time na, alam yun. So, ang goal ko is that I've seen that happen. Ayoko sana mangyari sa akin. So, I've tried to breastfeed my kids because I believe that breastfeeding help na maging stronger yung bond nung mother and child, diba? So, despite being working overseas, I managed to breastfeed for over 1 year for both my kids. There would be cases where I would freeze my milk. I am pumping while I'm taking calls. And, you know, a lot of people saw my stories. I'm sharing it as well in Breastfeeding Pinay so that I can tell them how they can actually do it and they can still be hands-on mom to their kids despite being away. And finally, yung ngayon, being away with them. So, yan ngayon yung isa sa mga current challenge that I'm still trying to overcome. But one of the steps that I'm trying to do now to overcome that situation is, yan nga, nagpe-prepare ako to have businesses in the Philippines in preparation of going back. So, ayaw naman nating uuwi tayo ng Pilipinas and then what, di ba? Yun ang sigurong isang gusto kong ipahatid sa ating mga viewers right now that wag tayong mapakampante na malaki ang income natin for now kasi it's not forever. It's an active income. We must, as we have our active income now, we must start investing on having businesses that would give us passive income. Therefore, replacing those active income with the passive income. So kahit umuwi tayo later on sa Philippines with our family, hindi natin kailangang mahirapan, di ba? Or hindi natin kailangan bumalik dun sa kung nasaan tayo before we went abroad. Yan.
Wow.
Okay.
Very inspiring naman.
Very po. Tsaka relatable, sabi nyo nga kanina.
Sobra. Relate much ako.
Thank you.
May mga makaka-relate.
Yes.
And,
young moms.
Opo. Ms. Rosie, ito po yung next question naman na sa akin manggagaling na gusto ko sanang itanong din sa sarili ko na bakit hindi ko ginawa. Pero I'm gonna ask you. You started investing at the age of 25 in property, stocks, and foreign exchange, and other businesses. Now you have your own businesses. What motivated you to do this po? And what was your inspiration?
Apo. So, thank you po. Yes, when I was young kasi, I grew up from a poor family. Lahat naman tayo halos yata na nag-OFW is karamihan galing sa mga, alam mo na, sa isang tuka, we want to have a better future for our family. So, isa po ako doon, kumbaga parang, since yata naaalala ko yung pinaka naalala ko nung bata ako, nagbebenta na ako ng kung ano-ano. Nagbenta ako ng pulburon, pinagbebenta ako ni mama ng banana Q, kamote Q sa barangay namin. Even for high school, I managed to finish high school because of banana Q and kamote Q. Salamat dun sa mga merienda na yon. And then, nung college naman, I luckily have scholarship, but something along that college days I lose that because I had a fail grade. So therefore I had to work, be a working student. I work on mga fast food. So yung initial kong work was easier kasi they really do cater for working students. Pero yung sumunod, I work with Jollibee also. Si Jollibee, wala sila masyadong program that time for working students. So you really have to do the full 8-hour shift. And it was very challenging. So parang I have to work starting 5 a.m. and then at 2 p.m. around 2 p.m. Yung mag-out ka pero technically hindi ka pa makaka-out. My class starts at 2:30 although it's a walking distance. But then I would fall asleep kapag dating ko na sa class, 'di ba? Pagod na pagod ka tapos magka-class, makikinig ka and the nakakaantok kasi nga napagod ka. So luckily that professor was actually my earlier professor in my earlier subject. So kilala niya na ako bilang isang estudyante. And hindi niya ako pinapagalitan. Tinatanong niya lang ako, Miss Tan, why are you sleeping? And then I would say, sir, sorry kasi naaantok kasi galing akong work. So yung mga ganon na parang I've experienced those hardship, pero I would say that I have my mom who's always there whenever I go home and cry sa mga difficulty na to. Minsan nahihiya kang magbenta, lalo na nung teenager na, di ba? Ayoko na magbenta ng banana Q kasi nagdadalaga ka na, inaasar ka na, di ba? Pero sasabihin lagi ni mama sa akin, i-remind niya sa akin lagi na ano ba ang mas importante sa'yo? Yung hiya mo o yung ma-overcome natin to. Kasi kung hindi ka makakapag-aral, hindi ka makakain, o di forever kang ganyan. So with having a mom like her na very strong, she is actually my hero and my inspiration during these times na parang I have to bring back kung ano yung sacrifices na binigay niya for me and I have to strive. Kaya every time I earn something, I try to think itong pera kasi na to dadaan lang. This is one thing also that we have to remember. Lahat ng pera natin dadaan lang yan sa palad natin. If you don't put this into something, magugulat ka na lang, you're just counting years. But you're not counting something that will give you an alternative income. Yun, lagi akong nag-i-invest. I wouldn't say I'm 100% successful to all my investment because I think that as bata, di ba? Parang you have to know which one works for you. Try it for me. And I could say for now, in few years of investing, I could say that the best investment for me is actually in properties. Kaya ayun po, nakaipon ng properties throughout this year.
Wow.
So ngayon, ang current na inspiration and motivation is the family, syempre. Dahil may kids na, gusto po natin ibigay yung best para sa mga kids natin. And at the same time, alam yon, mag-serve as an inspiration. Lagi, isa rin yung sa iniisip ko, why did the Lord give me this kind of life? Bakit ito? Bakit hindi ako naging mayaman? Or bakit hindi ako naging super hirap? Diba? Why this life? So I think part of that reason is for me to share my story and inspire some people. Yan po.
Very, very well said, Miss
Yeah.
Rosie. Now, I have a question, Miss Rosie, kasi ang dami nyo nang na-accomplish. And right now, you are completing your Executive MBA at SB James School of Global Management in Singapore while you are working. Paano ba maging working student sa Singapore?
Hindi siya madali. It's not easy. It's not cheap. I must say it's not cheap.
Hindi na pwede yung banana Q.
Oo, hindi siya hindi siya madali. Alam naman natin kahit mag-working student ka sa college, 'di ba? Hindi madali. Ngayon dagdagan mo pa na nag-working student ka abroad. So, yung classmates, yung una kasi yung trabaho mo, 'di ba? Hindi mo dapat mapabayaan 'yon at the expense of your studies. Kasi syempre, your bosses, your superiors are expecting something from you. And you know, kailangan nag-perform ka pa rin despite of the time that you have to allot for your studies. So kailangan importante talaga doon yung time management. And then secondly is yun nga, Singapore is a very diverse country. So marami dito iba-ibang nationality, iba-ibang language, iba-ibang culture. So one of the main challenges that I've experienced when during the time na nagka-class pa kami is that because of that diversity, matututo ka na ma-feel sa ibang klase ng tao. You learn from them and matutuwa ka sa mga culture nila to discover their food, their culture. It's very, alam mo yun, parang tingin ka na kagad sa country nila. And yung mga kaklase mo comes from different countries like Singapore, Indonesia, Korea, India, India mas marami. So, yun. Tapos, time to time, there will be some people na medyo kakaiba ang personality. So, you would also learn how to deal with them. And syempre, iba-ibang, minsan may language barrier din. So, yun din, isa rin yun, na kailangan maka-adapt ka on how they speak. May mga professor kami na Indian, may professor kami minsan na Singaporean. So, you have to adapt on the way how they talk or the way how they explain kasi iba-iba yung terminologies na ginagamit nila. So, yun yung isa pa sa mga challenges. And of course, auditing. Kasi as I've mentioned, it's not cheap. So, there are things that you have to sacrifice just so you can continuously pay your tuition fee. Yan. But then, thankfully, I'm just completing my paper, and with that, I would finish my MBA. And another reason why I took MBA while here in overseas, it's part of my plan in going back. So, ayaw natin kasi, di ba, nauuwi tayo sa Pilipinas na hindi natin alam kung ano yung magiging work natin pagdating sa Pinas, or if we really even want to work, or if we want to do a business of our own. So, how can you do that if you don't equip yourself with the right knowledge, diba, of how you would manage your own business? Kaya I pursued to have the EMBA. And then another thing is, this is a life hack as well, because I had a classmate before in college that umiiyak kami kasi may failed kami, pinail kami ng isang teacher. Pero yung isang classmate ko was not scared because her mom is a professor. So siya, 100% free siya sa tuition fee. So at that age, I had the idea na okay, magti-teacher ako sa college para pag nakapag-teach ako sa college, free na ang mga anak ko sa tuition fee. Whether high school, elementary, siyempre depende ko saan ako magtuturo. Then I asked, what is the requirement to be a professor sa college? Kasi I know the tuition fee in college is never cheap, di ba? Especially now na ilan na ang inflation rate, tumaas na, nag-multiply na yung tuition fee natin before na 10,000, ngayon I think 100,000 or 50,000 na. So, imagine pag nag-college na yung mga anak ko, how much would the tuition fee? Baka million na din na kaya. So, yun. Isa rin yun sa reason why I want to finish my MBA while working here in Singapore.
Ayan. Parang napapanganga ako habang nakikinig. Tapos iniisip ko parang, kung titignan mo si Miss Rosie, parang ang laking tao niya, di ba? Doon sa mga sinishare niya sa atin. Tapos totoo ka dyan, lalo na kapag sa kolehiyo ka nagtuturo, alam mo kung gaano, kung sakasakali ang gagastos ng mga anak mo, lalo kung hindi lang isa. Pero may tanong ako, no? Kasi you are one of the incorporators of Wish a Wash, a self-service laundromat where you are also the Chief Financial Officer. Ano yung kwento sa likod nito? At saka, paano ba magpatakbo ng ganitong negosyo? Parang ang daming gumagawa nito. Minsan may nag-alok na rin sa akin, kung gusto mo pag umuwi ka, mag-laundry business ka. O diba? Pero pag tinagalog mo yan ang trabaho mo ay Englishin mo lang, ang ganda, pakinggan, pati ang kita, ang ganda rin daw. Paano po kaya ito? Malay natin, makahikaya tayo sa mga viewers natin. Ano ba yung kwento sa likod nito?
Opo. Bali, yung laundry business kasi, it is actually another business that we want to venture out. Kaya lang, yung isang business na yon, analyze muna namin. We meet some people and get some expert advice. And then, tinignan namin kung magsusuit ba siya sa amin bilang OFW. And during that time, hindi suited for us yung first business idea na meron kami. So then, I've come up with some of my member po kasi ako ng isang community in Singapore. It's called Asensadong Pinoy. And ito yung tinatawag na sulit mag-abroad, parang ganyan. So parang ang community po kasi namin na yon is putting up yung collaborating with different kinds of people who also have the same mindset of putting up businesses. So, marami silang mga negosyo doon. Marami kang matututunan from this community. And yun, may mga nakilala ako doon who have their own business na. I've asked and tinignan ko kung how is the capital, how is the market, ano ba yung potential ng business, how's the ROI. So basically, I've gathered information and seen na ang ganda ng business model nila kasi they can operate and monitor their business while they are working abroad. So they just need to have a staff and everything is in a computer and you can already see your sales, aling machines ang gumagana, and then kung ano yung mga nabebenta. Wala po kaming card, wala po kaming coins, so wala dito parang opportunity parang mag-cheat, diba yung ganon. Yung iba may mga hacks silang ginagawa sa mga coins. So, but in our business model, there's no such thing. Everything is automated. So we can see kung anong kiniin staff, yun yung makikita namin na nakahack. So, yun, nakita namin na it's really suited for us kasi kaya namin i-monitor despite being away. Yun. Kaya parang, okay, nakita ko yung potential ng business and therefore I was like, okay, let's start to have this muna kasi at least to mas madaling i-monitor and i-operate. Yan po yung story namin during the opening last year. And our staff. So yun po, yun po yung idea behind that, yung madaling i-monitor, madaling i-manage despite being away.
Ayan, di ba? Kung mapapansin mo mula sa ilang mga tanong na ibinigay natin, nagpapatunay lang talaga na kumbaga kahit na hindi na naman tayo bumabata, di ba? Aminin natin. Pero andun yung personal development, no? Parang ang sarap dagdagan na inihahanda mo rin yung sarili mo kung sakasakali. Di ba, sir? Parang ano pa yung pwede kong gawin maliban dito? Kung ito yung, sabi nga nila minsan lumabas ka doon sa comfort zone mo, baka mamaya may madiscovery ka na, ay, bagay rin pala to sa iyo. Ayan.
Tama. Or think out of the box. Di ba?
Oo. Di ba? Tsaka yung nag-aaral ka pa, naalala ko kanina nung nagsasalita si Miss Rosie, yung iba-ibang lahi yung kaharap mo. Buti hindi ka nagilito na yung parang sa kabila, annyeonghaseyo, konnichiwa, buenos dias, parang depende kung anong nationality. Nane, di ba? Ayan. Di ba naman? Ayan po. Maraming salamat. Magpapatuloy po tayo. Ayan na, napakaganda po ng ating bahaginan. Tayo po ay magpapatuloy pansamantala. Dumako po muna tayo muli sa ating global entablado tulad ng ating inaasahan sa ating special guest na entablado tuloy, global artist. Ayan. So, tunghayan po muna natin muli.
EntrePinoy Online.
Kung tayo ay matanda na, sana'y di tayo magbago. Kailanman, nasaan may ito ang pangarap ko. Makuha mo pa kayang ako'y hagkan at yakapin. Hanggang sa pagtanda natin. Nagtatanong lang sa'yo, ako pa kaya'y ibigin mo? Kung maputi na ang buhok ko. Pagdating ng araw, ang iyong buhok ay puputi na rin. Sabay tayong mangangarap ng nakaraan sa atin. Ang nakalipas ay babalik natin. Ipapaalala ko sa'yo ang aking pangako na ang pag-ibig ko'y laging sa'yo. Kahit maputi na ang buhok ko. Na 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 ang nakalipas ay babalik natin. Ipapaalala ko sa'yo ang aking pangako na ang pag-ibig ko'y laging sa'yo. Kahit maputi, kahit maputi, kahit maputi na ang buhok ko.
Yes.
Sana lahat ng ganyang boses, Papa Lem. Kaya naman
Kinabahan ako Inintay ko baka mag-freeze ulit.
Hindi naman.
Hindi, yung audience
naman
yun
na ngayon.
yung audience na in love kasi, di ba? Tulad yun ang sabi. Oo. Parang kung dinuduyan, pag hindi ko nakatulog.
May mga comments pa nga eh. May mga comments pa dyan kay Papa Lem. Galing
Yan,
kay
si Janine.
Sobrang soothing ang kanta. Perfect way to distress tonight. Great job po. Patid.
Thank you, Patid.
Ayan pa,
Yan,
galing kay
supportive.
Kanina pa. O, di ba? Eh kahit nga yung host kanina, di ba, nagko-comment na kasi sarap pakinggan eh. Parang hineheli ka. O, ayan o, kilala mo ba yan?
May comment eh.
Idol ka niyan eh.
Familiar. Kapag tayo ay matanda na, sana di tayo magbago. Ang pagtingin mo.
Okay. Diba? Okay, sige, mamaya babalikan ka namin muli, Papa Lem. Diyan ka lang at siguradong mas makikilala natin kung sino si Papa Lem bukod sa kanyang ginintuang tinig. Okay, maraming salamat, Papa Lem. Kita-kita tayo mamaya. Okay. Gusto ko hindi niya dito ni Sir Basil. Ano nga ba yung madalas mo sabihin, Sir Basil?
Opo, parang sandali, alalahanin ko. And you're back.
Thank you. Ang babaw ng kaligayahan natin, no? Yung mga linya-linya lang. Parang hinahanap-hanap mo tuloy kahit nasabihin na tayo-tayo lang yung yung magkakasama, no? Parang pag alam mo yung linya, ay kanino to? Parang ang sarap alalahanin tuloy. Kaya nakakamiss yung dalawa eh. Okay, pero yes, tayo ay nagbabalik pero dapat kasama natin ang ating special guest. Oo.
Yeah.
Ayan, Sir Rosie.
Yes, Sir Basil.
Welcome back po.
Hello.
Sir Rosie, I'm gonna ask you.
Ako sa next question.
Yung napaka-popular pala nung Home Buddies na FB group ngayon dahil nahihilig ang mga tao sa pagre-renovate, decorate and interior design ng mga sariling bahay during lockdown. Siyempre may mga time sila. And since you founded Home Stagers, a home decor and interior design company, please share with us the story behind it. How did it start and what is it like to run that kind of business?
Okay po. So, sa Home Stager, it's actually called Home Stagers. Removing E for effort because we'll take the effort from you. Ayan. So, we do decor, styling, and furnishing. Normally kasi, diba, when, as I've mentioned, being a member of EntrePinoy, we are mostly invested into properties. And isa po siguro sa strategy, if we want to put up few businesses, is that our businesses should synergize with one another. So, ang idea po nung pinag-create yung home stager is that dahil meron tayong mga properties, we want to make sure that the property will deliver the most value possible. So, instead, kasi pero nating ibigay yung property as a bare unit, or pwede din naman na i-ano na natin siya, i-interior design para mas maganda na siya and mas appealing sa mga magre-rent. And then usually kapag in my own experience, kapag yung unit ko kasi is bare compared dun sa furnished, mas malaki yung pwede mong i-demand na rent. Kasi provided na everything pleasing na sa mata, homey na yung feeling, mas madaling ibenta or mas madaling paupahan yung property. So, yun po yung idea doon. And then, yung, yan nga po, gaya ng homebody, diba, dami na nagde-design ngayon. So, that's the, instead kasi na gawin natin na, yung usually, pinapa-interior design natin yung isang property, mahal talaga magpa-interior design. For a one bedroom, it would cost about $500,000 more or less just to have it for interior designing. Pero what we do in home stager is that we cut the cost for you, but you still get almost the same as having it interior design. So, kung alam niyo po yung idea of home staging ng mga bahay, iba sa ibang bansa po, home stage yung bahay na binebenta. Pero, pagka nabenta na, tatanggalin din yung mga properties. Yung mga design. So, sa amin, parang we will do the designing and then, nandun na yon to stay para dun sa mga unit owners. And pag prenesan nila yon para sa mga paparenta nila or for their own personal use, they can even customize the themes. So yun, parang mas, in short, ang objective namin is that the property, you can get the best value possible dun sa property mo, especially kung balak mo siyang parentahan to generate passive income.
Wow, thank you for that, Ms. Rosie. So, actually part ako ng homebodies. So, yes, napaka-interesting na topic.
Really?
And now, pag-usapan naman natin.
Dami mga inspirations doon.
Yes. Pag-usapan naman natin ang pagkain. Dahil nagugutom ako. Now, you are part owner of Awesome Gyupsal, a Korean barbecue restaurant in Bulacan. So, from laundry to interior design, what made you decide to invest in a restaurant business naman po?
Yun. As I've mentioned earlier, engaged na ako into a food business with my mom. Meron kami small canteen or parang small restaurant. So, alam ko kasi na pagka food business, you can never go wrong. So, alam naman everyone loves to eat, di ba? Lalo na yung mga Pinoy. Tapos ngayon with the trends of BTS, Blackpink, and all this Korean K-pop, 'di ba? Mas bumenta yung concept ng unlimited Korean buffet. So when this opportunity was presented to me, I already try to grab it kasi I know that the food industry is always one of the good investments lalo na sa Pilipinas.
Okay, ako naman.
Tsaka
Katulad
masarap
ng sabi, oo nga. Akala ko kanina, kaya may barbecue, dahil, siyempre, di ba, laundry business. Siyempre, pag nagutom ka doon, kailangan kumain ka, no? At eto, at yan, okay? At ang pronunciation niya kanina ko pa sila sabi, paano ba babagitin ito? Parang hirap umorder. Hindi dahil ayaw mo na pagkain ko din.
Yan, may
babagitin ito. Awesome Gyupsal. Tama ba, ma'am? Hindi ko orderin yan sa susunod. Baka iba ibigay sa akin.
Awesome Gyupsal. It's like awesome.
Okay. Awesome Gyupsal. Okay. So, alam ko na yung ordering ko next time. Sige, Mr. Rositan. Ito naman po.
Yes.
Nakakatuwa na sabi ko, napaka well-rounded person ni ma'am. Gusto kong sana itanong sa inyo yung height niyo kasi talaga namang lahat sinakop. Napaka-talented. Apart from being a finance professional po, tapos executive MBA student pa. Tapos eto, entrepreneur. Pero wag ka. Medyo gusto ko to. Kasi gusto ko rin yan eh. Yan lang yung ayaw sa akin. Andun yung passion niyo pagdating sa dancing. At nagulat ako habang nababasa ko na you joined Pinoy SG cheering competition po. Tapos DBS Cheer Dance Competition and 2018 DBS Got Talent Champions. Grabe na to. Paki-share naman kung paano nyo na ma-manage na, syempre, alam ko naman na pag passion mo, gagawa mo ng paraan, di ba? Pero paano nyo nahati yung oras nyo? At the same time, nagagawa nyo yung gusto nyo. Sige po. Ang hirap ng tanong ko, no?
Siguro, we have to find siguro we have to still find time na despite how busy we are, we still need to find a way to relax, to distress, to do something that we're happy. Happy naman ako in venturing out and exploring different businesses. But then dancing kasi parang alam mo yun, something na parang sa iba it's cooking. I also love cooking by the way. Pero yung pag-dancing, ewan ko, masaya ako. Parang yung adrenaline ko, ganon. So, I parang hindi ako napapagod kapag sumasayaw. And, ayun, sa cheering, I discovered that in college. Parang napajoin ako sa isang small dance group until parang nagkaroon ng opportunity for cheer dancing. And then, nagkaroon ng little accident na nawalan kami nung cheer na bato. So, dahil hindi ko nakita yon, wala nang gusto magpresenta, ako na yung binato. So from then on, parang nagustuhan ko siya. I don't know, maybe I like the feeling of entertaining people, making them happy, trying to radiate, the happiness that it brings to me. So, kaya pag nagpa-perform ako, I always try to give the best that I could when dancing. So maybe that's the reason also kung bakit we've won few dance competitions sa company and even outside yun sa Pinoy SG. We've joined 2 years in Pinoy SG as well. Ayun. Even now, I try to find time kasi parang exercise din siya. So that is one way to keep ourselves healthy as well. Health is wealth. So dancing can also give us para makapag-burn opportunity to burn fats. And ayun, may TikTok pa, although hindi pa ako masyado active sa TikTok, pero yun, isa rin yun sa nakakapag-boost watching people dancing. And ngayon nga, nag-aaral pa ako ng hula. So I don't know how to do hula. So only now, I don't know how to do biking only last year when this pandemic comes. So something na kailangan tayong maging busy despite of doing work, dapat meron din tayong extracurricular to put our mind off the things that keeps us stressed sometimes. So, 'di ba pag gumagawa ka ng mga outdoor activities like biking or just going around hiking, nakakuha ka ng fresh idea because of the fresh air. So, ganyan. Kailangan balance tayo.
Kung yun. Kala ko nawala si Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie, ako naman po mag-ask ng next question. Ang dami-dami niyo naman talents and mga plans na nagagawa niyo na actually na.
Pwede na nga siya magtayo ng pool of talents eh. Tapos siya rin lahat halos yung yung di ba? May taglay doon. Ang galing. Nakaka-inspire Miss Rosie, promise. Isa to sa mga episode siguro na iti-treasure ko kasi iba yung inspiration as an OFW na naririnig na pwede pala yun. Diba? Parang kailangan ko lang bigyan ng pagkakataon. So, siguro kahit may mga pinagdadaanan yung iba natin, o including as halimbawa, pwede pa rin palang maging masaya na kasama yung passion mo, kasama yung anong gusto mong gawin, at yung paghahanda mo rin sa sarili mo. Kasi tulad ng banggit nyo, hindi sa lahat ng oras na nasa sa labas tayo, babalik at babalik pa rin. No? Iba pa rin kumbagang home is home. Walang makakapantay na. Kaya hindi pa man, at eto't may tanong pa si Sir Basil sa inyo. Inuunahan ko na. Very inspiring po ang sharing ninyo, Miss Rosie. At natatouch po ako at the same time. Natututo ako. Kaya talagang ang ganda ng dating, no? Tan talaga. Okay. Sige mo, Sir Basil, kayo na. Hindi ko lang matiis.
And nabanggit ni Nailin kanina.
Salamat po, Nailin.
Lalo na ngayon, may mga pinagdadaanan. Ngayon po, na ang buong mundo may pinagdadaanan because everyone has been affected by the pandemic. can you please share with us po how the pandemic affected you in your work, saka yung inyong business, and what strategies did you use or are you using to cope up?
Okay po. Yes, yun nga, malungkot kasi 'di ba po, lalo na sa ating mga OFW na itong pandemic na 'to talagang nakakaapekto sa mind natin, sa sanity natin, sa emotions natin. For example, I always go back in the Philippines every one month. Siguro the most is 2 or 3 months na uuwi ako. Pero especially when my kids were very young infant, tapos nagbe-breastfeed sila, I try na umuwi every 3 weeks to 1 month. Even though in between school, na umuwi ako to bring back my milk, my breast milk. And then at the same time, makapag-catch pa rin sila sa akin para continuous yung production. So, dahil nagkaroon ng pandemic, parang nawala sa akin yung opportunity na maging hands-on ulit sa mga anak ko. But thankfully, we are in the generation of may technology tayo na nagagamit natin to still converse with our kids. So, yan, isa po yan sa mga way to overcome these challenges. Apart from doing outdoor activities, syempre hindi natin ma-spend yung time natin with the family, but at least for ourselves, kung kailangan natin ng break, please do it para maging fresh yung mind natin. And then, kung nalulungkot tayo, try to talk to people who you know can encourage you. Always pray, kasi yun, kailangan natin yun, di ba? Yun yung sigurong the best source of strength and wisdom in the most difficult time. In terms of our business naman po, na-hit din talaga kami. My husband business was impacted. He has this consultancy with another company, but because of the pandemic, yung business na yon na bankrupt, so therefore his income is impacted. So yung aming laundry, ang Wisha Wash, kaka-open lang namin actually in February 2020, and then the pandemic, diba, started in March. So parang 1.5 month pa lang kaming nag-operate nagsara kami. Initially, we are open, pero ang hirap kasi yung staff namin walang masakyan, ang daming, alam niyo yun, ang daming hurdles, ang daming obstacles. So, we've decided to close for the safety of our staff as well. So, siguro yun kailangan natin isipin, hindi lang yung puro pera, isipin din natin yung staff natin, yung welfare nila. Kasi pag safe yung staff natin, then safe yung business, diba? So yun. Tapos we've decided to close and then still continue to support our staff. And nung tinest namin ulit na parang medyo nawala na yung first lockdown, nung nag-open na ulit, we're not sure kung meron na kaming business. And kung okay na ulit yung business, diba? Kasi this is everyone's first time. Hindi pa siya nangyari before, diba? So we've tried to do a soft opening again. And yun, medyo may customer naman and nakaka-survive kami doon sa mga initial months, sometime last year, June last year. And then luckily, about August, nagpipick up na kami ng sales and yun, we're positive again after that. So thankfully, although nag-skeletal kami para labor cost and all that, even dun sa samgipsal, we also need to cut off some of the labors dahil nga din dun sa, syempre, skeletal workforce na sa doon naman. And so yun yung mga impact ng pandemic to us. We are not kumbaga hindi kami nakaligtas din sa pandemic, but again, just para makaligtas is, what we've done is, we tested the market again, we tried to open slowly, observing the protocols of the government, adhering to it as well, as a safety ng staff namin, and then gradually, we managed to cope up. So yun lang, kailangan lang talaga natin ng na i-observe natin kung ano yung mga dapat i-observe, and then samahan natin ng maraming prayers, and then yun, open lang tayo ulit. Basta pwede na. And then, yun, the business will start to regain its momentum again.
Thank you, Ms. Rosie. May
Thank
tatanong
you.
po sa
Yes. Oo nga. Napakadami kong natututunan today. So, Ms. Rosie, one thing I've learned from you is yung drive nyo to prepare for the future. Kasi nga, because of what the pandemic is teaching us, we can never be too sure of our circumstances, especially sa work and sa business. So, I think gusto kong humingi ng top 3 advice for our viewers who would like to venture into business to prepare for their future.
Okay po. Siguro yung business, yung tips or suggestion that I can share with you, mainly divided into two things. Number one is first, invest in yourself. Ikaw muna. Before you even think of putting up a business, make sure that you've invested well in yourself. So, hindi ka pwede basta mag-enter into any business venture, kumausap ng mga tao, without equipping yourself on what are qualities that you should have being an entrepreneur. Kailangan makinig tayo, magbasa tayo, makinig tayo ng mga success stories, and even the failed stories of the successful people, kasi kakapulot natin sila ng aral. How did they overcome those kind of challenges, and ilang beses bumagsak yung mga magagaling na tao. I couldn't say I'm as great as Steve Jobs and all those big names, diba? But what we're saying is that from their shared lesson, from their stories, we can learn a lot of things. And even this platform is giving us a good opportunity to learn from people's life journey. So let's pick lessons from each people that we talk to and equip ourselves with those kind of characters na nakikita natin na parang ganyan ako eh. I think I can be like her. I think I can be like him. Or maybe I can be even better than him. But you cannot just say that without trying to be without equipping yourself on how to become like them. So para magawa mo yon, I would say that the first thing always is make sure whatever your plan would be, lagi mo ipagdasal. You have to pray for all the things. These things that I have now, I wouldn't have it without the Lord blessing me with this. Even bago akong mag-abroad, pinagdasal ko yun kasi nga when I left the country, I know no one from overseas who can help me and fetch me from the airport. It's the first time I'm going to the airport. It's the first time I'm riding the plane. It's the first time I'm going overseas. So imagine yung iyak ko the night before ako umalis. So grabe yung iyak ko, grabe yung bugto ng mata ko, but I have to have this composure pagdating ko sa immigration officer kasi I was leaving the country as a tourist. So I have to hold back again my tears, without knowing kasi kung ano magiging future ko, di ba? And during that time, umalis din ako, that was the hostage taking, yung sa Luneta, and maraming mga balita na maraming binabatong Pinoy na nasa airport. So yung mga ganong klaseng natatakot yung mama ko. Pero sabi ko kay mama, bless ni Lord to, pinag-pray ko to. Ito yung among the options that I've laid to Him, the plans that I tried to make myself. I prayed it over, and ito yung binigay niya. So I believe that He will lead me to where I should be. And luckily, within a week, I got my job offer. So ganon kagaling si Lord gumawa. At ganon kagaling si Lord tumulong sa atin. So always have Him part of your planning, leave it up to Him, and then you'll be surprised. Pag magaan, that means that is His will. Para akin, that is how it's done. And the next is always maximize your time. Don't say na meron lang akong 24 hours because even the greatest people have only 24 hours. Now, what do you do in your 24 hours? Lalo na ngayon, you can do a lot of multitasking. Pwede kang nag-exercise habang nanonood ng Netflix, diba? You can study something new skill. Like ako, nag-aaral ako on the side habang nagtatrabaho. If that task doesn't require me too much thinking, then I'm listening to something YouTube, learning Power BI, learning Excel, learning macro, whatever I can learn, small topics. And then even how to speak, or sometimes about motivation, lalo na kung nawawalan ka ng or sometimes just the praise and worship song, and really do a lot of parang help, 'di ba? Para ma-boost mo yung yung self mo or yung lalo na yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo. So yun, always maximize your time. Huwag masyadong tulog ng tulog kung make sure may pahinga ka. Yan. And then siguro 'di ba, wag na matulog, bawal naman din 'yon. Kailangan may tulog at may gising. And then, find your why. Find your why. Bakit mo ba ginagawa yung ginagawa mo ngayon? Is it for whom? Is it for what? Diba? So, kung alam mo yung why mo, then you would always have something to hold on to. Pag mahirap na yung mga bagay-bagay, kakayanin mong lampasan. Pagka feeling mo bibigay ka na, pag naalala mo yung why mo, or isulat mo sa wall, I have it on my wall here. I have some, dito sa harapan ko. So, lagi lang siyang nandyan. Kaya kasi pag napapagod ka minsan, it's normal tao tayo. Pero pag you know your why, then you will wake up again the next morning, energized, and say, it's just another day. I can do this. With the Lord strengthening me, I can do this. Yan. Then, so yun sa'yo as a development as a person. And a lot of things pa, kailangan mag-persevere ka and everything. But kung sa business-wise naman, you see that you are, kung let's say, you find that okay ka na, prepared ka na, alam mo na yung dapat mong gawin, then before venturing into a business, I would say that first thing that you have to do is determine kung anong business yung mag-fit sa'yo. Kasi iba-iba tayo ng situation. Huwag mong isipin na dahil successful siya sa ganitong business, magiging successful din ako. We all have different journey. We all have different situation. Possible na maging alike. Pero make sure na yun yung best for you. Sa situation mo, sa capacity mo, sa time na kaya mong i-commit, sa knowledge na meron ka. If you find that best business for you, then doon na mag-unfold yung mga bagay-bagay. Hindi ka mapapagod, and then you will find strength, lalo na pag feeling mo yung business nag-go down, hindi ka basta-basta mawala ng pag-asa. Kasi 'di ba, hindi naman laging maganda ang sales mo, hindi naman laging madami kang customer, there would be dull days. Pero if you know what the business is, kung alam mo yung target market, importante din to. Some people just venturing in the business, but they don't know what is their target market. Napakarami ng classification ng mga customers. So, dapat alam natin kung ano yung gusto nating i-target para pag nagpo-promotion din tayo, alam natin kung paano natin sila mahihit. Yan. So, hopefully marami kayong natutunan. It's more than 3, I think.
Ang dami
Hindi lang more than 3. Habang nagsasalita si Miss Rosie, tinitingnan ko kung ano yung pwede kong i-comment o sabihin. So, una kong naisip kanina. Tapos habang iniisip ko, parang, ay, teka, meron pa pala. Tulad na lang halimbawa ng sa sinasabi mo na parang, kahit anong bagay kasi ang planuhin mo, kung wala yun sa plano no nasa taas, parang ganun yung dating, di ba? So, parang let him decide o let him guide you sa kung ano yung plano mo. And then, yung pangalawa na nakuha ko, parang, huwag mong aksayin yung oras kasi dadaan lang, di ba? Natutuwa ako sa naririnig ko na, ay, okay, normal pala yung ginagawa ng iba na parang meron kang parang new things o new learning per day, parang ganun. Kunyari, kung kaya nila yung ganitong languages, di pwede kang magdagdag, bakit hindi? Kahit kung kaya nila, bakit hindi mo kaya? And yung pangatlo kong nakuha, dahil sa pandemic to, yung mga strategies, how to cope up, kumbaga andun yung coping mechanism. Totoo pala na minsan may nangyayari sa'yo na parang ang sakit, na parang gusto mong kalimutan, na dumarating pa minsan sa punto na yung iba, naiisip nila na, di ba, parang tigilan na natin to, wakasan na natin to. Pero time will come na magpapasalamat ka na nangyari yon kasi naging, di ba, nagkaroon ka ng bagong ikaw na mas stronger, mas napag-isip. So, totoo pala yun, no? Hindi sa lahat ng bagay, lahat ay napapagsisihan, kundi ano yung learning o lesson behind doon. Miss Rosie, no? At eto na lang, dagdag mo na rin dun sa sinabi mo kasi ayoko sabihin information overload, pero ang sarap ng mga naririnig namin. Siguro time will come, hindi ka lang entrepreneur, hindi ka lang businesswoman, baka mamaya ipapakilala ka na namin sa mga susunod na season na motivational speaker. Ganun din yung maganda thing. Diba? Okay. So,
business mentor.
Diba? Bakit hindi? Kasi parang asarap makinig sa kanya eh. Pansinin nyo, kami yung tatlo, tinitingnan ko rin yung dalawa. Akala ko ako lang yung attention is talagang nasa sayo. Ninanamnam ko bawat sinasabi mo and I'm learning a lot, ma'am. Okay. Ito po, doon sa mga businesses nyo, syempre may mga promos din kayo, di ba? Para sa mga customer ninyo. So ano po yung mga promo na pwede
Opo.
ninyong i-share sa amin, halimbawa sa Wish a Wash, sa Home Taker, yung sa Awesome Gift Style, yung sa Bulacan branch ninyo. Pwede niyo po bang banggitin sa ating viewers paano nila kayo maaabot at ano po ba yung mga promo na pwede nilang makuha at ma-enjoy sa inyong mga businesses? Paki-share po.
Yes po. For marami pa kami mga current marami kaming mga like promotions time to time, especially for card. Are we still on?
Wala.
So yan, meron tayong mga stamp card ngayon na ina-offer namin sa mga customers. So that every time they come and visit us, they would get something for free. So ayun, parang mga milestones yon. Every time nagpapalabas sila, and then magpapadry, ayan po yung stamp card. So they would get something free like either less $5, less $5 less 5 pesos, free downy, o kaya free detergent, o kaya free wash and free dry. So all in all, marami silang makukuha in that stamp card. And pag naubos na nila yon, the stamp card is available until December 31st. So pag natapos na nila yon, they can just ask again for another stamp card and continue enjoy those free stuff na nakukuha nila. So nagpapalaban na sila, natulungan na natin sila to have free time in their laundry, lalo na ngayon pala para sa karamihan po, alam naman natin na yung virus is just there, especially with this Delta variant. So malaking tulong po yung nagagawa ng dryer. Kasi mas napapainitan po natin yung mga labahin, lalo na pag walang araw at ngayon, season na ng maulan. So take advantage this promotion po para aside from enjoying the freebies, you are also staying safe through extra additional heat na nakukuha ng mga damit natin for the dryer. So yan po, for the Wish a Wash, time to time we would have other promotion with the Wish a Wash. Pwede nyo pong i-visit yung page namin which is Wish a Wash PH. Hanapin nyo lang po siya. Madali naman po nadaan yung logo and the name itself. Then for our homestagers po, pwede nyo rin po i-visit ang page namin, Homestagers without E, because we take E for effort from you, we will do it easy for you. So, hanapin nyo lang po ang Homestagers. We are also running promotions time to time sa page po namin. So, mag-inquire lang po kayo. Free codes po tayo. And then, kung gusto niyo ng mga ideas, meron din po kami pwedeng ibigay sa inyong ideas. Be assured that we aim to help. Alam na iintindihan namin pag-invest into property. So, we want to bring the best value possible for your properties. So, mas maganda po kung papaganda natin yung property natin, but we don't want to have additional cost for interior designing. So we can cut that price into half for you. Ayan, thank you po. So that's the website for Homestagers. And finally, for Awesome Gift Style, available po kami dyan sa may SM, sa may Bulacan po, SMJs, sa may Del Monte. So, pwede po observe po natin ngayon yung sa protocol po, no? So, pwede pa yung mag-dine in, pero pwede din po kaming mag-deliver sa inyo. So, just visit our page. We have the promotion kanina, flinash po namin. Enjoy those promotion while it's available. Ayan po, sa SJDM, available po yung aming branch. Meron din po yan sa Imus. Ayan. So, $4.99 po tayo every weekends and holidays, and pag weekdays, ayan, $3.99 na lang po. Ang dami pong flavor niya na may enjoy po ninyo, and even if you want it for delivery, available din po tayo. So, enjoy nyo na, i-treat nyo na yung mga parents ninyo, lalo na po yung mga heroes natin, yung mga mommies natin, mga daddies natin. Time to time, let's give them the appreciation for what they've done for us. Mga lolo-lola natin, tito-tita natin, as a form of thank you, enjoying the discount, and at the same time, appreciating them. Yan po. So, sana, nalala niyo po yung mga business namin, and yun po, sana makapagbigay din po ng inspiration yung little story that I have po.
Ayan. Hindi lang little story, no? Kundi talagang a very big, gigantic story talaga. Sigurado ako na hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo ang nakuha naming lahat no, kasama kami mga host, syempre. Again, maraming salamat, Miss Rosie Tan. Hindi
Thank you
biro,
so much.
ang share mo. Grabe.
Maraming salamat din po, Nailin, Miss Barda, and
Yes.
Sir Basil.
Okay, thank you po. And now, tingnan po natin ang lucky winner sa ating first Gcash. Sige po. Ayan na, sino kaya? Siguro ang dami nilang comment kanina, no? Pwede rin nating tingnan kung sakasakali.
Basahin natin. Yung iba.
Oo, kung meron naman.
Magro-ruleta ba tayo? Yung ating mahiwagang ruleta?
Naka-adjudicate. Ayan na. Meron na tayong hashtag share that. Sino ating unang... Yes, Sir Basil, go.
Sige po.
Yay! Bakit ako ang na-excite? Naranasan ko manalo minsan sa ganyan eh. Alam mo yun, parang ako. Tapos lumalampas sa'yo. Wow! Grabe, no?
Congratulations.
Kita mo,
Congratulations, Ineng Regondola. Nanalo ka ng 500 pesos
alam mo, talagang
worth of
talaga,
cash.
no? Yes. Mula yata unang episode, laging nakatutok si Miss Ineng. Congratulations, no?
Mga ilang episodes ago natin, Nailin, nakikita ko yung pangalan mo kasama dun sa raffle eh.
Oo.
Munti ka manalo dapat.
Diba? Pero ibig sabihin lang, ayan, talagang andyan na. Kumbaga, oras niya na yun, no? Okay, congratulations po ulit kay Miss Ineng. And, siyempre, ito na po. Dako tayo sa ating sunod na segment.
Ang MDMA. Nailin. Dapat malaman abroad.
Simpleng-simple lang po ito, no? Okay, this is from the Philippine Embassy in Saudi Arabia. Due to recent COVID-19 infections on its personnel and to minimize the risk of its clients, the Embassy of the Philippines in Riyadh informs the public of the suspension of the daily passport releasing service of the embassy po starting July 11, 2021 until further notice. Pakiramdam ko hindi lang po sa Saudi, no? Maging sa iba't ibang bansa. Marami po silang sinasaalang-alang para sa kaligtasan ng ating mga kababayan. And, sige po, Sir Basil.
At bago naman tayo dumako sa ating next segment, we'd like to invite you po, our dear viewers, to like EntrePinoy page on FB and post your comments and suggestions. Like EntrePinoy page, share our live stream, and comment #ShareDone and the country where you're in. Tama ba, Nailin?
Okay, tama po, Sir Basil. Ulitin lang natin para kahit paano hindi lang si Miss Ineng ang ating makita mamaya, di ba? EntrePinoy online, share our live stream on your wall and comment #ShareDone, country where you're in. At sa puntong ito, matutunghayan po naman natin ngayon si Nawena at Barda sa kanilang segment na Kabayan in Focus sa part 2 ng recorded interview. Tunghayan po natin para ating makita at mapakinggan.
Kagaya po ng nabanggit natin last week, part 2 po tayo ngayon ng ating interview with our featured Kabayan in Focus na si Relly Kapili-Ente, all the way from United Kingdom. Ayan, muli, welcome back, Relly. At kasi nga mahaba-haba ang ating huntahan. At kasama ko pa rin siyempre si Barda sa ating interview ito. Sa mga hindi po naka-tune in last week, Relly here is a singer, a registered nurse, and now an online seller na yun po ang kanyang business na siyang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Okay, moving on sa ating interview, Barda.
Yes po, Miss Relly. I-walk through nyo naman po kami sa kalakaran sa online selling. Please take us to the process.
Okay, process. Hello again, anyways. It's you just open your Facebook and then go live. It's very easy. Anyone can do it actually. And then just show your items. And also it goes with your being you as well. Like hindi naman siya pinag-aaralan sa totoo lang eh. Unless otherwise, gusto mo talagang i-mention about the specific brand and then go through that. But I don't think so. You just have to show them the item and then tell them yung mga, kung may mga flaws siya, like, you know, if there is something that they need to know, i-disclose mo yun. Kasi at the end of that live, unless otherwise hindi mo nakita, pag may nag-mine, ibig sabihin nun, may nagkagusto nung, di ba, mine? Pag may
Kumain na
nagkagusto,
lang po.
kumain na lang po. Pero hindi ko sinasabi yun. Kasi yung akin, ang ginagawa ko, it's different. I just show the item. Parang hindi pressure ang audience rin, yung mga clients na nanonood. I'll show them the items and then hindi ko siya ibababad eh. Basta papakita ko lang, explain ko kung anong meron yung item na yon. And then during the process na mag-mine sila, either sa live or sa PM, usually sa PM marami akong mas nabebenta kesa dun sa mismong live. Doon ko pipicturean pa yung mga specified na, yung bawa yung corners, kung meron siyang konting ink dito or yung mga, kasi minsan, di ba, pag pre-love, hindi siya bago. So, meron siyang mga signs of usage. Yun ang tawag signs of usage. But I can say as well na yung most of my items are pre-love but almost brand new ang condition nila. Hindi sila parag, hindi sila yung parang ginamit ng ilang beses na. Kasi they're all like personal items from people I know. At saka yung mga kakilala ko. So, kilala ko yung may-ari. So, hindi ako naiyang sabihin na, kasi nakikita ko sila, diba? Ikaw na nanonood, you don't see it.
Yes.
So, ako yung magsasabi. I have to be honest. Yun ang importante. Kailangan honest ka sa clients mo so that they come back to you. So, yun yung ano doon eh. And then, pagka mag-invoice ka, and then you will give them the mode of payments, ganyan-ganyan. So yung payments it includes trust between you and the client. Kasi hindi ka niya kilala eh. Meron akong mga kakilala, pero meron din akong mga hindi kilala na bumibili sa akin. So trust is very important between you and the client. And then from there on, ipopost ko sila either through DHL or EMS, which means post office ang gamit. So they have a choice. But mostly yung mga clients ko DHL, unless otherwise, local lang sila, dito lang sila. So post office ang gamit ko. DHL takes about 2 to 3 days and then they will receive the items. Yun, yung ganyan yung proseso na. So it's not difficult. Pero yun nga, on top of what you're doing, you have to make time for that too. So, pero enjoy ka naman. So that's it, basically.
But how do you, sige,
Ay, meron akong follow-up doon, Miss Relly. Kasi since you are selling pre-loved items, meron po ba kayong parang disclaimer every time you go live na, okay, parang sinasabi nyo na yung what to expect?
Yes. Tapos meron din ako yung kina-copy-paste ko na siya before the live. To say na, this is what you're getting. And then also, pag mga high-end sila din, I tell them na, ang tawag dito, pwede natin pa-authenticate if you're not sure of what you're buying is authentic. Kasi madali na yun eh. Pwede ka na magpa-authenticate online din. So you just have to pay. It differs from one authenticator to another kung magkano yung single. But that is, yung confidence mo din as a seller, nabuboost kasi you know that what you're selling is actually legit, authentic, original. Yes. And here kasi sa United Kingdom, we have an outlet. So, yung outlet na yon, hindi sila magsisell doon kung hindi legit yung mga items, like Prada, Balmain, yung mga yan, Tory Burch, meron talagang kaming outlet dito. So, pag dito galing, parang mas confident yung mga kliyente mo. Yan. Kasi diba sa dami rin ng mga ngayon, mga forfeited, yung mga fake na items, mga ganyan. Kaya yung iba nagwo-worry yan, ay you know that they are worried too kasi maglalabas sila ng pera, 'di ba? So, gusto lang nilang makasigurado kahit naman ako ganun din ang gagawin ko. So, ganun yung proseso ko. Nilalagay ko siya kaagad. Lalo na pagka sa custom sa atin. So, it's so really sad and disappointing kasi pag bumili sila, they buy, for example, ang binili nila is about 10,000 10,000 pesos worth lang. Tapos, natatakot sila sa Pilipinas, mas malaki pa dun sa binili nila. Yeah, so yun lang, yun. Kailangan ready sila for that. Minsan, din yata, anong tawag dito, tiyempuhan. Kasi may mga napadala din naman ako na yun. They weren't asked to pay anything. So, tiyempo-tiyempo din siguro. But, you have to buy at your own risk. Parati ko sinasabi yun. Pag Pinas kayo, you have to buy at your own risk.
Talaga? Like, maano yung, malaki-laki yung tax na natatax sa kanila?
Sabi nga, di ba nga si Manong isang artista, hindi ko siya i-mention. Pero nasa, Facebook.
Parang na alam ko yun.
Bumili yata siya sa Hong Kong ba? Or, di ba? Parang ganun yung place. And then, 3 months na daw na nasa customs yung items niya. Parang wala silang balak na ibigay sa kanya unless otherwise she pays this amount of money. Talaga nagsabi siya, pinost niya talaga yung concerns niya. Saka binoise out niya yung kung ano yung nararamdaman niya tungkol sa customs na.
Parang mas mataas, parang mataas po yung valuation nung custom sa product. Pero in reality, mas mababa yung price talaga ng product.
Yes, exactly. Kasi they scan it They scan, meron silang parang may proseso sila na i-scan nila and they know what's inside. Alam nila kung ano yung, halimbawa, Chanel o kaya Louis Vuitton, gano'n. But then again, we don't know. Yun nga ang sabi niya, hindi natin alam paano ninyo china-charge yung mga bumibili sa kaya yung iba sa akin, pagka may mag-mail sa akin, ang sasabihin ko sa kanila, basta tell them, you bought the bag for this amount of money lang, and it's pre-loved, it's not brand new. You have to explain minsan din, kasi mag-i-email naman sa'yo yan and then explain mo lang. So, meron ka ring responsibility as a buyer na hindi lahat ng sisi ibibigay mo sa seller mo dahil pagka hindi naman ibig sabihin walang pakialam ka as a seller, no? Pero once na ma-send mo na yung item, it's out na sa iyong country, wala ka ng responsibility dapat doon. Ang responsibilidad mo is you gave her what she wanted, inask mo siya kung anong gusto niyang means for her to get her item. Pagdating dun sa kung nasaan na siya, then siya na ang responsible dapat doon. I will help. Like, for example, yun, halimbawa, Ma'am Relly, ano pong gagawin ko kasi po nagganito si DHL sa akin, ganyan. Tapos, advisean ko siya, send them your invoice and just tell them, ito lang yung binayaran mo. So, if they're charging you more than what you paid for, then that's not right. Diba? Ganun naman kasimple. So, kailangan din ikaw, makipag-negotiate ka rin. You should know what you're doing too. Kasi yung iba naman, they don't mind. So yung iba merong ganon, may iba naman na, I don't care kung magkano yung bayaran kong tax, basta nabili ko yung gusto ko. So iba-iba kasi nga ng klase ng tao din, di ba? So hindi mo rin alam kung ano yung gusto niya mangyari. So yeah.
Pero talking about yung negotiation and that with this kind of business, kailangan ng trust, sabi mo nga. Paano mo, nagkaka-encounter ka ba na yung parang ini-scam ka lang nung buyer o parang hindi sinuseryoso? How would you know na talagang bibili siya sa'yo na hindi lang magmamine? Do you encounter those types of issue ba?
Actually, yes. Meron. Ang nakakatuwa dyan, minsan yung iba, nakabili na sa'yo ng once and no problem. Yeah? The first time, no problem. And then the second time, binlock ka na. Hindi ko na makita, hindi mo na ma-message sa Facebook. Nag-mine siya ng 60K worth. 60,000 pesos. Hindi mo na siya ma-message kasi binlock ka na niya. So yun, may ganon. Meron naman din yung nakabili na siya ng first few items, it's all okay. And then yung second time niya, pinabalik niya, and then she wanted a refund. Which is quite weird kasi nasa kanya na nasa area of responsibility niya na yung nandun na sa customs nila. And then she sent it back to me. Ang sabi ng DHL, there's no reason bakit niya sinesend back. Ang pwede lang reasons doon is yung tinatawag na ng trade standards. Kung halimbawa, nakitaan sila ng may drugs yung ganito, yung mga ganun ba? Or fake yung items, mga ganyan. Pero walang ganon kasi I asked them. Ayun, yung may ganon din na proseso. And then meron din naman na nawala sa post. Yung yung ganon. May mga style. Kaya ikaw dapat parating signed or tracked yung items na isasend mo. Para at least alam mo na they're lying. Kasi pag nakalagay naman doon, delivered, signed siya. Ibig sabihin, na-deliver na. So, wala na tayong kailangan pag-usapan pa. Diba? Parang ganun lang naman yun. Simple. And then, yun nga, meron din yung... pero so far, yun lang naman ang na-encounter ko na mga parang issues. Wala naman talaga yung malaki na parang meron ng demandahan, wala naman ganun. So, it's still manageable, but sometimes stressful too.
Dahil paganda ng paganda ang ating usapan, syempre, dahil nga siya isang mang-aawit, kailangan muna natin makarinig sa kanya. At nag-request talaga ako ng isang awitin. Barda, ready ka na ba marinig?
Yes! Excited na ako.
Yes, once again, bago po natin ipagpatuloy ang ating interview, we'd like to bring you back our Kabayan in Focus for this episode, Relly Kapili Ente. Ayan, kantahan mo muna kami, Relly.
Okay, thank you. Ito, isa din sa mga paborito nating kanta at ako'y sumali sa It Bulaga ng Sing Alajay. So, pakinggan natin. Sana magustuhan niyo po.
Hindi ko matanggap
sadyang kapag wala rin ang tuwa. Bakit kailangan ng puso ay masaktan bago maintindihan ang siyang nararamdaman? Kahit iwas ay naroon sa
Welcome to Kabayan in Focus.
nararamdaman. Kahit iwas ay naroon sa damdamin. Yakap at mga halik ay nadarama pa rin. Dahil tanging ikaw ang siyang nawalay ka ng minsan. Hindi ko matanggap, kulang ang sandi. Pag ika'y wala, sadyang kapag wala ka, wala rin ang tuwa. Kung ang iyong puso'y may mahal ng iba, di pa rin magbabago ang aking nadarama.
siyang napawalay ka ng minsan. Hindi ko matanggap, kulang ang sandali. Pag ikaw wala, sadyang kapag wala ka, wala rin ang tuwa. Wala rin ang tuwa.
Yay! Ang galing talaga. Brings back memories. My friend, di ba? Brings back memories of our Philippines time, di ba?
Sarap. Masarap.
Oo, totoo yan. Kaya relate tayo dyan. Tayo mga musicians na, yun nga, pag nakakarinig ka ng mga ganyan na songs and it brings you back to, lalo na sa amin na before we were singing talaga.
Yes.
Nagigigs talaga kami, di ba? Parang ang sarap balikan ng memories na yun.
Yun lang masarap balikan.
Right. Yes, and bago tayo magpatuloy, special thank you pa rin sa iyong accompanista, ang iyong husband na si Adrian. Thank you very much, Adrian.
Ayan, magpapakita daw. Ayan.
Thank you so much. Ayan, ang aming kanyang musical director, ang keyboardista, at naging kabanda rin natin before. Isa sa mga isang napakagaling na keyboardista ng masasabi ko na nakilala ko. Special back sa Angeles City. Yan. Saludo ako dyan kay Adrian. Parang gusto kong mag-request sa kanya, Adrian, tugtugan mo ako ng basya.
Basya.
Yan ang pondo ko sa kanya before, diba? Breakout. Anyway, going back to our interview, very refreshing naman ang ating intermission number, of course. Saan ka pa, Barda, diba?
Yes.
Featured guest na, intermission number pa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Masaya ako dito. Okay.
So ituloy na natin ang interview.
Yes po. Miss Relly, di ba po nabanggit nyo kanina pag nagla-live kayo, interesado akong malaman, gaano po ba kadami yung nanonood pag nag-online selling na po kayo?
Yeah, thank you for your question. Parang binibining Pilipinas. Nag-start siya na few yung viewers ko, like family and friends, and then nag-start sila mag-share kasi nakikita na nila ako online. Maabot lang naman siya ng, may time na umabot siya ng mga 200 actually. And then, pero yun, sabi ko nga, mas comfortable ako minsan pag few lang. Kasi pagka yung medyo marami, minsan doon hindi mo na alam kung totoo ba or nanonood lang sila.
Right.
So minsan mas comfy ako pagka yung few, pero kilala ko na yung parating nanonood sa akin. Kasi meron talaga ako mga regular viewers, which is nakakatuwa talaga na rin dahil hinahanap nila ako, yung parang, ate, o kaya, tita, ano ba, hindi ka magla-live? Kasi wala ako nung araw na yun, nakakalimutan ko magsabi na I won't be able to make it. Kasi nga ngayon, I'm back to work. So, ginajuggle ko yung work and then this one. But I make sure na once a week at least, I do it, which is usually on a Friday night from 6 p.m. ng UK time. Ayun, may guest tayo.
Guest, sorry. Nangungulit eh.
Gusto rin po yung bags.
Gusto rin niya nandiyan siya sa tabi ko. Anyway, may schedule ka ba sinusunod sa mga live mo or
Yeah, mostly Friday Friday tapos 6 p.m. UK time. Yun yung time ko talaga. Pero meron ding times kasi na late yung finish ko ng Friday from work. So, nire-reschedule ko siya. Pero pinupost ko na lang sa Facebook na, I won't be able to make it this day. So, papalitan ko yung araw.
And then like how many hours do you do
the last
online
time
selling?
actually, yung last na gumawa ako ng live ko, 8 hours na ako nag-last kasi I started, nag-add na rin kasi ako ng mga RTWs, ng mga inspired at saka yung mga fashion accessories kasi nag-request din yung mga viewers ko. Sabi nila, para daw may mga, parang mura-mura din naman na pwede nilang ma-afford. So, I did that kasi minsan you have to listen to your customers din, diba? Yung clients mo. Kung ano din yung gusto nila para at least may nakikater ako dun sa mga pwedeng bumili ng mga high-end items at saka meron din dun sa mga affordable ba na mga na items rin like yung RTWs at saka yung mga fashion accessories. So yun, ganun lang naman siya. Saka hindi ako nagmamadali. Yung parang kumbaga, if it's still here, it's here. Tapos minsan may magbe-message naman. And then, nakakabenta ako sa PM, sa Messenger, instead na sa live. Tapos people started coming din sa house na kasi nga medyo lifted yung restrictions na. So, pa isa-isa, merong pumupunta, namimili sila yung mga dito, yung local lang ba. Dito na sila pumipili ng mga items na gusto nila. Which is much better for me kasi I don't have to post, we pick it up. Right. Yeah, kasi isa pa yun din. I know it's part of the process. Kasi minsan magpa-find ako ng time after work to pack the items. Syempre, I have to do that. Kasi I don't want delaying the items to be sent din sa kanila. So gusto ko pag nakabayad na sila, I make sure na I send it or send them as soon as possible. And ngayon, yung husband ko rin, he is actually helping me. So if I'm at work, he does go to DHL or the post office so that he can post the items para ma-receive kagad ng mga clients. Yun. Ayoko kasi nag-stay sila eh. Unless otherwise, yung na-mention ko nga kanina during our chikahan with Sis Weng, na pag meron kasi din ako mga layaways na tinatawag or installments.
Oo, yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Kasi sabi mo nga, yung iba, nire-require mo talaga na full yung payment nila. Pero may mga clients ka, especially mga regular clients mo na nagre-request ng layaway. So how does that work?
And we're live.
And we're back.
Okay. Maraming salamat po. O, yun ang sinasabi ko, di ba? Siksik, no? Talaga tong araw na to. Grabe. Hindi lang yung sa live, kundi pati yung sa recorded interview. Pwede na tayong pumili siguro ng ating second GCash lucky winner, no?
Ang susunod na papalarik.
Yes, maraming salamat sa mga nag-share.
Ayan, may mga messages din yung iba kanina na naipakita naman natin. Ayan, ang una nating panalo, si Ineng Rigondola. Nakakatuwang bigkasin yung pangalang Ineng, ano? Parang napaka, ano. Ayan.
Oh, sabi niya, last week.
Okay, siya pala mismo ang nag-message. Maraming salamat po, Ineng. Tutok-tutok lang. Kung tutusin, anong oras na dyan, di ba? At ang susunod, wow.
Congratulations, Miss Dottie Apolista.
Okay, para mga pamilyar yung mga pangalan nila, sila na talaga yung mga tumututok sa atin palagi, no? Okay, again, congratulations po sa inyong dalawa, kay Ining at saka kay Dottie Apolista. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining the giveaways. I-message na lang po ang EntrePinoy page.
Ayan. Pero syempre, hindi ko pala lampasin na pasalamatan si Miss Wena at si Barda kanina. Thank you for our Kabayan in Focus guest din kay Relly Kapili Ente. At sigurado naman na marami tayong nakuha. Alam kong, ayan, no? Kaya sulit na sulit ang ating araw ngayon. At congratulations sa ating second winner. Syempre, hindi na natin patatagalin pa. Eto na si Papa Lem. kilalanin natin si Papa Lem mamaya pagpasok niya. Welcome back, Papa Lem!
Last song, last song.
Yes.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. I believe in you. You know the door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And you may not think that I care for you, when you know down inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love? Your love, how deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause we're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when they all should let us be. We belong to you and me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Papa Lem.
Yeah,
Sa
thank you. Thank you.
paharana.
Parang hiniheli tayo ni Papa Lem na para matulog na kayo. Anong oras na? Kakaiba talaga. Papa Lem, hindi ko na patatagalin to ha. Ito, kasi
Low battery.
hindi
Please
ko
charge.
kabatch to eh. No? Okay. Papa Lem, bigyan kita na 1 minute talk ha. Akala mo ang haba, no? 1 minute talk. Sino si Papa Lem as a whole?
Yeah, Papa Lem is a certified voice artist and also a vlogger who loves to sing Disney musicals, Broadway, and other foreign songs, and also loves OPM. And he is in the multimedia sector, of course, under the Philippine government, under Philippine Information Agency Region 12. He is a youth leader who hosts Voice of the Youth Network, um, Voice of the Youth Live for 7 years now, and will be part of the 25th anniversary on August 12. Biglang nag-plug. Ayun. I'm a choreographer. I was a choreographer, and still, if may pagkakataon, and a performer, a dance, and I just love anything that is arts related and multimedia. Yon. 1 minute na yun. Ang dami sinabi.
May natira 3 seconds lang. Pero
may 3 seconds.
Nakakatuwa naman, no? Kasi kung titingnan mo, iba talaga yung dating, no? Ang lakas na dating ni Papa Lem. Maganda na yung boses. Parang full package, di ba? O yan ha, talaga mamaya iba, ang dami na ng show nito.
Mamaya mag-chat niyan sila.
Oo. Idol ng bayan di ba? Anong message ni Papa Lem sa amin? Sa amin
Happy
lahat.
Birthday. Happy birthday. Ayun, patuloy lang po tayo sa sa ating ginagawa po na pag-feature ng inspiring stories, and you are really doing great in featuring Filipinos all over the world, especially that ngayon certified voice artists po kayo, pero you are paying it forward to other people who should be heard. So you're letting people share their own stories for their voices to be heard, like how the certified voice artist program gave us the things that we are enjoying right now. So ayun lang po, patuloy lang po kayo and lumaban kayo dyan kahit sa mga live natin na pabigla-bigla na may mga technical difficulties. Oo, okay lang yan, no? Kanina kasi parang live eh.
Kahit sinasabi na please charge, okay lang. Kung ang gadget mo bibigyan si Papa Lem,
oo nga, narinig niyo pala yun.
Low battery.
Nahanap ko oo nga, akala ko hindi na.
Okay, would you like to promote something? Social media accounts, bukod sa pinabog mo kanina? Alam na namin.
My social media po, Papa Lem TV official po sa YouTube. Ang TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, at Papa Lem TV. Yun lang po yun. Tapos Voice Papi po yung aking voice over related and voice artist related materials. And meron din po akong bagong channel and Facebook page that is Batang 90s Barkada. Yun yung gusto niyo mag-throwback, 'di ba, sa mga dating shows ng 90s or early 2000s, nandun po lahat 'yon. Voice of the Youth live every Saturday 3 PM to 5 PM. Voice low battery nga. Gusto mo talagang magano. Akala ko hindi naririnig eh. Ayun, so wala na ba akong nakalipon? Yan, Voice of the Youth Network at 25 years on August 12, 2021 with Voti Awards and Virtual Media Summit. Yun lang, and follow nyo na ako at Papa Lem TV. Yun lang, ganun lang kasimple, at Papa Lem TV on all social media.
Okay, at bago magwakas si Papa Lem, sinisigurado ni Papa Lem na hindi po ito ang kanyang huling pagkakataon dito sa EntrePinoy World. Tama po ba, Papa Lem?
Nag-practice na nga ako magjaya kanina eh. Diba? Bakit kailan? Diba na-practice?
Okay. Maraming salamat, Papa Lem.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you very much.
Sa ulitin.
More powers and more battery power here sa atin.
Okay. Thank you.
Salamat.
Yes, Barda?
Low battery. Please
low
charge.
Low battery.
Okay.
Okay.
May mga greetings ba tayong mababahagi sa kanila, Barda?
Yes. Yes. Nabanggit ni Sir Basil kanina yung cases sa Saudi Embassy in Riyadh, Philippine Embassy in Riyadh. Kasi mga naging kapamilya namin yun nung na-post yung asawa ko doon as Vice Consul. So, I wish them full recovery at saka sana maging safe silang lahat palagi. Yun lang.
Okay. Sir Basil?
Tama po, ini-invite ko lang ang ating 40,000 viewers. 40,000 na po sila ngayon na to keep watching EntrePinoy World and just comment po palagi. And it's always welcome.
Siyempre, wag rin natin kalimutan pong pasalamatan ng ating production crew, sina Tyrone Teham, sina Gab, sina Judico, at ang iba pa o kabuuan ng ating team, no? Sir Basil.
Opo. Maraming salamat po sa panonood ninyo.
Sir, before you, before that,
Yes, go
Sir
ahead.
Basil, parang may
Go ahead.
gustong batiin ngayon si Nailin.
Ayan,
Diba,
ilihim ko ako ni Sir Basil. Sige.
Yes, Nailin. Oo nga pala.
Okay. Sige po. Itutuloy-tuloy ko na to hanggang sa words of wisdom. At syempre, kakutsaba ko dito si Barda. Alam niya yung pakiramdam ng ilang beses na makansila ang pag-uwi dahil sa mga hindi inaasahang sitwasyon na hindi rin naman natin kontrolado. No? So eto na po, inaabangan niya po ito ngayon. Happy 7th birthday kay John Mel na mananap. Lagi mong tandaan na mahal ka ng nanay, na Kuya Jem, Matthew, Jam Andrew, Daddy Jonil, si Tex, si Shan, si Shin, si Lian, Tita Myra, Kuya Ronald, always be a good boy and continue to be a God-fearing son. No? Again, happy 7th birthday, Janel, bunso ng nanay, love, Nailin. Ayan po. Maraming salamat. At para po sa ating words of wisdom, ika nga ni Nailin, sipag at tiyaga ay laging taglayin. May mga pagsubok man, tiyak namang malalampasan. Tiyakin lamang na tama ang mga hakbang at seryosohin, tiyak malayo ang mararating kasama ang mga mahal natin. Sa ngalan pa rin po ng buong puwersa ng programang ito, sa aking mga co-host, kasama po ang ating napakagwapong Sir Basil, Miss Barda, na napaka-supportive. Siyempre, ang ating mga correspondents, sina Tyrone, Junico, at sa EntrePinoy team, kay Sir Rene Toralba, Miss Faith Pastrana, kay Miss Cara de Gila na patuloy at support sa amin. Siyempre, maraming salamat po sa oportunidad na ibinigay sa amin, lalo na po ang nag-iisang voice master, Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez. Sa inyong lahat po, aming mga giliw na tagapanood. Sabay-sabay po tayong manood at lagi niyo po kaming subaybayan hanggang sa mga susunod pang palabas dito lang po sa programang
Handog namin sa inyo, EntrePinoy World.
Ang boses ng bagong bayani sa amang bahagi ng mundo.
Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa muli.
Paalam!
Paalam!
Paalam!